I don't think the public has any idea of what happens or goes into a steamed crab, a crab cake, a pound of shrimp. I don't think they know anything.
Bailey's has been around since 1886. It was started by my great-grandfather, but we are known to be Maryland's best crab cake. We go through a lot of crab meat, hundreds to thousands of pounds depending on the week and the time of year, and it's always difficult to keep up with the demand of quality crab meat. These crabs only have 2 pieces of this crab meat, this jumbo lump meat in a crab, so it takes 60 or 70 crabs to make 1 pound. I don't think that people realize how difficult it is to get the crab. People do not give those watermen enough credit for the amount of time and effort and hard work in order to get a fantastic product to the table. Behind every great crab cake is a whole slew of great watermen.
My name is Anthony Conrad. I own Conrad's Crabs and Seafood Market in Baltimore, Maryland. I'm a Maryland waterman, catch crabs, catch fish, and sell them to the public. In the white collar world, made a lot of money, but I wasn't happy. Came home, I was miserable. Had things, but I didn't have happiness. So I followed my passion, which was being on the water. My family's been doing it for generations, and I decided to follow in their footsteps. Chesapeake Bay is the biggest estuary in the United States of America, if not North America. It puts food on millions upon millions of people's table each day.
There's just a great abundance of seafood in Chesapeake Bay. It stands for the Great Shellfish Bay in Native American.
It brings a combination of water that makes our seafood, incredible. Without that combination of water, you got a North Carolina crab or Texas crab or a Louisiana crab.
Every day is like Christmas on the water. You got all these gifts out there that you're getting ready to unpack, open up, and you don't know what's in them until you go out there and you open them up. And you just pray for the best and you hope that the crabs are hungry.
With bottom lines, it's basically a long rope with loops that are 90 feet apart, and we have snaps on each crab pot called snoods. It's typically 20 to 25 per line. We do 25 pots per line. When they come in the boat, I work the crab pot, I bait it, get the crabs out, stuff like that. And then there'll be another guy that's calling the crabs out. And then we'll have another guy on the boat who'll stack it. And then it's just reverse process when we set the pots.
It's definitely difficult to rely on the wild natural resource because you're at the mercy of Mother Nature. People just think, You open up the door and there pop the crabs out and come in and here you go.
The biggest misconception is that it's easy and that there's a lot of crab out there. Like, it takes a lot to put those crabs on the table. No, it's really not for the weak-minded or the weak physical person. When you go out there, you deal with a lot of stress.
The long day can affect the personal life. Obviously, you're gone before anybody wakes up in your house. You don't get to spend the valuable time that most parents get to spend with their kids in the mornings, 12 months out of the year.
I come from a poor family, so I had to figure out how to make money. And I had a good friend who was like my best friend. He was already in the business, he got started when he was 8, so I seen him do it for a while, and I was like helping him unload, and I got a full-time job. They saw my hustle, and they grabbed a hold of me right away. These guys raised me, pretty much. They showed me, that nothing's going to be handed to you. This way of life is a hard way of life. And that's just the whole mindset you got to have. Even when I was a kid, I had that mindset. If I don't go to work, I'm not going to eat. I think I was like 20 years old, half a decade crabbing. And I just knew that this was tattooed in my soul. Like, why not represent it? That's pretty much it. I'm aggressive, just like the crab's aggressive.
The drive to want to keep doing this job is described as an illness or a sickness. It's an addiction. I mean, you get addicted to Mother Nature's bounty, and it just calls you back day after day after day.
Keeps my head strong. Keeps everything strong. That to me is enough to be like, all right, this is what I'm doing today. I like it because it's an honorable thing, like to have the mindset, the strength, and just the mental ability to get up every morning and know I'm going to take an ass whooping.